As they travel, the forest reveals its layers. Sunbeams break through the canopy in slender columns, illuminating clouds of tiny insects that shimmer in the glow. Colobus monkeys chatter in distant treetops. A hornbill's wings beat heavily overhead. The gorillas move through it all with quiet authority, parting foliage and bending saplings as they forage. A female pauses to strip leaves from a vine, folding them deftly into her mouth. Nearby, a juvenile watches closely, learning through observation rather than instruction. The infant, no larger than a small bundle of fur, clings tightly to its mother's chest. Its eyes are wide with curiosity, taking in a world that feels vast and mysterious. In time, it will ride upon her back, then venture short distances on its own, always within reach of reassurance. Gorilla infancy is a prolonged season of learning. Years will pass before independence is fully earned, and even then, family bonds remain strong. By midday, the forest warms. Humidity rises, wrapping the trees in a heavy stillness. The family settles in a shaded clearing to rest and digest. The silverback sits upright, massive arms draped over bent knees. He appears contemplative, almost reflective. Yet beneath that calm exterior lies constant awareness. A distant branch snaps. His head turns instantly. He listens, not with fear, but with responsibility. Though formidable, gorillas are rarely aggressive without cause. Displays of strength, chest beating, vocalizations, brief charges are often enough to deter rivals or predators. True conflict is costly, and nature favors conservation over unnecessary struggle. Within his domain, the silverback maintains peace not through dominance alone, but through presence. His family draws confidence from his steadiness. Afternoon drifts in softly. The juveniles grow restless. Play begins with a gentle shove, then escalates into tumbling chases across the forest floor. They wrestle, roll, and climb over fallen logs in exuberant bursts of energy. These moments are more than amusement. Through play, young gorillas practice balance, coordination, and social negotiation. They test limits and learn restraint, shaping skills that will serve them throughout life. Morning light spills gently across the highland forests of Central Africa, where mist drifts like slow breath through a cathedral of ancient trees. In this cool emerald world of moss-covered trunks and tangled vines, a family of gorillas begins to stir. The forest is never truly silent, yet at dawn its sounds are hushed. Distant bird calls, the soft drip of dew falling from broad leaves, the faint rustle of branches shifting in the breeze. Amid this living tapestry, a great silverback rests against the base of a towering tree, his immense frame both powerful and serene. He is the quiet center of his family. The silver sheen across his back marks him as a mature male, a leader shaped by years of protection, patience, and watchful strength. His chest rises and falls slowly in the cool morning air. Around him, females and young juveniles lie nestled in nests woven from leaves and stems the evening before. Each nest, carefully constructed high or low among the foliage, is a temporary refuge, rebuilt each night as the family moves through its range in search of food. As the light strengthens, the silverback lifts his head. His dark eyes, thoughtful and steady, scan the forest with calm assurance. There is no urgency in his movement. Gorillas are not creatures of haste. They live by rhythm rather than speed, by quiet continuity rather than spectacle. One by one, the others awaken. A mother draws her infant close, grooming its soft black fur with deliberate tenderness. A juvenile stretches long arms overhead, testing the morning air before tumbling playfully into a sibling. The forest here provides generously, though never effortlessly. Gorillas are primarily herbivores, feeding on leaves, stems, shoots, and fruit when it is available. Their powerful jaws and large molars are designed for grinding fibrous vegetation, extracting nourishment from plants that few other mammals can process in such quantity. Yet for all their size and strength, their days revolve around a simple task: finding enough to eat. The family begins to move. The silverback rises first, knuckle walking with a rolling gait that belies his immense weight. Each step is measured, each motion economical. The others follow, maintaining a loose formation around him. They are bound not only by instinct, but by social bonds that run deep. In this world of filtered light and shifting shadows, trust is survival. A mother observes calmly, intervening only when play becomes too rough. Her patience is remarkable. She grooms another female nearby, fingers parting fur with delicate precision, removing debris and parasites while reinforcing bonds. Grooming is language here, a silent affirmation of trust and belonging. As the day lengthens, clouds gather beyond the canopy. A soft rain begins to fall, tapping gently against leaves in an irregular rhythm. The gorillas do not flee, they endure. Water beads upon dark fur, trickling down broad shoulders. The scent of wet earth rises, rich and grounding. The silverback shifts position, allowing the youngest to shelter closer to his body. In this forest, rain is both inconvenience and renewal, sustaining the very plants upon which they depend. The family resumes feeding once the shower passes. They move toward a fruiting tree known from memory, guided by an internal map etched through years of experience. Gorillas possess remarkable spatial awareness, remembering seasonal patterns and distant feeding sites. Their knowledge of the forest is intimate and generational, passed silently through movement and repetition. Evening approaches with a gentle dimming of light. Shadows stretch long across the forest floor, and the chorus of insects swells in anticipation of night. The silverback slows, selecting a suitable area for rest. One by one, the family members construct fresh nests, bending branches and layering leaves into comfortable platforms. Each nest is unique, shaped by preference and position, some close to the ground, others slightly elevated. As twilight deepens, the forest transforms. Colors soften into muted greens and blues. The gorillas settle into their leafy beds. An infant suckles quietly before sleep claims it. A juvenile shifts, then grows still. The silverback remains upright for a time, listening. His silhouette against the fading light is both powerful and gentle, a guardian anchored in patience. Night in the highland forest carries its own life. Distant calls echo faintly, and unseen creatures move through undergrowth. Yet within the circle of nests, there is calm. The gorillas rest, their great chests rising and falling in unison, woven into the steady pulse of the forest itself. Across these mountains and lowland forests, gorillas have lived for countless generations, shaping and shaped by their environment. They are gardeners of the jungle, dispersing seeds through their feeding, influencing the growth of plants that define this ecosystem. Their presence signals balance. Where gorillas thrive, the forest flourishes. Yet, their world is fragile. Expanding human settlements, logging and poaching have pressed upon their habitats, fragmenting once vast ranges into isolated pockets. Conservation efforts now strive to protect these forests, to ensure corridors remain open and families remain undisturbed. In protected reserves, researchers observe quietly, learning more about the subtle complexities of gorilla society and the intelligence that guides it. For intelligence there is, seen in problem solving, in emotional depth, in the unmistakable expressions that cross their faces. A gentle touch offered in comfort, a patient tolerance extended to a curious juvenile, a stern glance that restores order without violence. Their lives are rich, not in spectacle, but in connection.